FC25 information and leaks are starting to appear. For me, this is one of the most exciting parts of like the hype to the game cycle. We start to see information leaks and stuff that are starting to come out around the brand new game. We've got information on things being added to FC25 and to Ultimate Team, things being taken away, new changes to things that already existed. There's plenty of cool stuff. And in this video, we're going to have a look at some of the earliest things that are already being found out, some of the things that we're starting to sort of work out, maybe slight directions that EA are starting to take this game, and I personally think some really good additions as well. All of the people and places and stuff that I have found these leaks will be on the screen, and I of course will let you guys know which piece of information is coming from where. You will see who it's from, but I'll just mention it. It's only fair. They found this information out. The least we can do is shout them out. So without further ado, let's start to look at some of the cool new things in FC25. We're going to start off looking at the prices here. This is from Weaverfoot on Twitter, and this is just to show you the prices of the standard and the ultimate edition. So the standard edition for me in the UK, it's going to cost me £60. The ultimate is going to cost me £89.99, £90 for the ultimate edition. Obviously, there are always normally ways to do it slightly cheaper, like using buying codes and stuff like that, and that kind of vibe. And normally you can get a bit of a discount buying it through the previous game. As and when those things drop, obviously you guys will know about it. But those are standard editions, or standard prices, sorry, seem kind of like the norm. Like general prices for like big branded games tend to be going up in general, so I'm not surprised by that. And if you're wondering what you get for the ultimate edition pre-order bonus, this is from foot_camp or footcamp on Twitter as well. So looking at the pre-order bonuses, if you get it before September 20th, you get an Origin, I believe, hero pack, and then from the 28th of November, you get yourself a Prime hero pack. So this is when you get given them in the game for pre-ordering them. So you get given an Origin hero on September 20th, and you get a Prime hero November 28th in the game. You get a Great to the Game icon/hero in FC24, which seems a bit odd to me. It's a bit of a weird one, but it is what it is. 7-day early access. So the standard release date is September the 27th. The 7-day early access obviously is September the 20th. So you get the game a whole 7 days early, which is awesome. Always great to see. Very cool with that. 3 icons for player careers. So you get an R9, Beckham and Zidane player career option, which is pretty cool. As far as I can tell, you're kind of like following their career path, and you can make changes to their career, which sounds pretty sick. I think that's a really, really cool addition. A 1-player evolution slot, which I did see somewhere. I haven't actually got this as one of the tabs for today, but I believe it's a max 82 striker, kind of like the Evo that we had at the start of 24, but there are a few changes to Evos as well, which is something we're going to talk about a little bit later on. And a Rush bonus objective. Now, I believe Rush is a brand new game mode. I think it's a 5v5 style game mode, and this will just be an extra objective to give you extra things for having done, but it's exclusive to people who pre-order the Ultimate Edition. And this here from the one and only Mr. Foot Sheriff. I believe this is the Rush game mode, so a new 5v5 game mode. It's going to be a thing in Ultimate Team Pro Clubs and in kickoffs, which sounds pretty sick. They are removing Volta from FC25, and I believe this is kind of going to be the slight replacement for it. It's a bit of a new thing to me. I didn't really do much in the way of Volta at all. I messed around with it once or twice, but it wasn't really something I was overly fussed by. But yeah, this sounds like a pretty cool addition, and could be something that's quite interesting. The fact that it's the same game mode carries across multiple sections of the game could be kind of cool. Back to Footcamp here on Twitter, and you can see 3 positions have been taken out of FC25. The centre forward position and then the left wing back and right wing back positions have both been taken out. This means a couple of things. It means no 5 backs, which is great news. Obviously there's going to be other formations that have like 3 backs and stuff that you can probably drop the wingers to play a little bit more defensive and could work as a 5 back, but you can't directly run a 5 back position. Now, I think the centre forward going is probably a long time coming, because in all reality, the way centre forward roles work in FC24, so like the 4-3-2-1, which, spoiler alert, and we probably will talk about this later on, the 4-3-2-1 formation also going, the 3 centre mids, 2 centre forwards and a striker. The way the centre forward positions work in that are not how a centre forward works. That is not what the phrase centre forward means by any stretch of the imagination. In a FIFA sense, striker and centre forward kind of mean the same thing. If you're playing somebody as a striker, in a 4-3-2-1, they're your centre forward, not the 2 centre forward roles. So it's about time, I think, personally. But for me, this is great. Removing the ability to just run 5 backs and make it sweaty. And it's not that they're positions that don't really exist. They're positions that don't really exist in the sense that they're made out to work as. I hope that makes sense. But regardless, these 3 positions, they're gone. And talking of positions, these are all the new player roles that are available in FC25. You can see this again from Foot Sheriff, and he does shout out Weaver Foot. So shout out to both of them for this one. Goalkeeper, you can see you get a goalkeeper or sweeper keeper. The fullbacks, you've got left back and right back. So fullback, false back, wing back, and attacking wing back. So again, the left wing back, right wing back kind of falls into a lot of those different roles, having it as like attacking wing backs and stuff like that. But those are the new positions, or I should say player roles, that you can operate for those. Centre backs have defender, stopper, ball playing defender. CDMs have holding, centre half, and deep line playmaker. Centre mids have box to box, holding, deep line playmaker, and half winger. Very interesting. Right mid and left mid, you've got winger, wide midfielder, wide playmaker, and inside forwards. Cams, you have playmaker, shadow striker, half winger. Right wing, left wing, you've got winger, inside forward, and wide playmaker. And then striker, you've got advanced playmaker, poacher, false 9, and target forward. Now, again, the way that this kind of sums up, the way to kind of look at this and to explain it a little bit here, you've got yourself the specific roles that certain players play that differentiate them from other players that play the same position as them. So you could have a look at, let's say, for example, you've got Cam, you've got playmaker, someone like a Foden or someone like a Cole Palmer are both playmakers, where I would say Jude Bellingham plays more of a shadow striker, or when he's playing for England, he plays kind of like a half winger. So it kind of dictates the position that they are, but the way that they play, the role they then operate in the squad. These are kind of breaking it down a little bit better. And I imagine this combined with like custom tactics, which have got a massive overhaul and probably have their own video when we get more information on it. I'll probably talk about that, like I say, separately. This kind of, I think, would have really allow for a lot of really unique and original custom tactics and ways to operate teams and play your entirely own brand of football by having a real good mix of these with your custom tactics and stuff. I think this is a huge addition and will make it a lot more possible to play your own brand of football in FC25 rather than like having to use one of the copy paste things that exist. I mentioned evolutions earlier. Again, shout out to Foot Sheriff. Evolutions have a huge revamp in FC25. Firstly, bigger upgrades on the players. We're expecting to see players get larger upgrades for each individual evolution, which is amazing news. There's also, and it doesn't say it on this, but there's also way less requirements. So the requirements are going to be far less like strenuous to like make players fit. It's going to be far less harsh on like certain players being missed out. I did a QPR RTG this year, or like I made a QPR team with all my Evos. If a QPR player fit into an Evo, they were the priority for me over meta, because for me, my version of an ultimate team are using the players I want and it being usable. That is for me what Ultimate Team is all about. The fact that I had a full QPR past and present team that I could go into champs and get 11, 14 wins, whatever, that for me meant more than packing all these icons and all these big promo cards. That's what Ultimate Team is for me personally. So I'm all about that. I haven't seen anything confirmed about goalkeeper Evos, but I've seen people saying that it looks like they're likely, but I've not seen anything confirmed. So do not take that as gospel, because it isn't yet. They've also confirmed they're going to be bringing out more Evos compared to FC24, which again, I think is great news. It gives people a reason to play the game more often, and I think it gives longevity to the entire game cycle. And designs can be changed. So when you complete an Evo, you're not just stuck with the background of the Evo that you've done. You have options to edit and pick one of a number of different backgrounds, which is again awesome. Really here for that. And I just think it helps create more unique cards. These cards are even more unique to you. Even if somebody else has done the same Evo, they can still look different, which I think is a cool little touch. I think it's a really nice little addition. Again, shout out to Foot Sheriff. This is another one here. These are all of the licensable leagues in FC25. You can see there are a few little additions in there. I'll let you guys feel free to pause it, have a little look through these things here. And I believe we're getting some more women's leagues as well, because there's confirmations for some women's league stuff in the game that I'll go into again in another video. One of the ones I really would like to see is the Brazilian league. That is one that I absolutely want to see added, because I don't keep up with the Brazilian league like massively. I'm not going to sit here and act like I watch all of the Brazilian league stuff, but for me, it's a league that I'd love to see more about, because I'm always hearing about these like players coming through playing in Brazil. Have you seen them? Have you? No, I've not seen them. I don't get to see Brazilian football very often, so I'd love to see them add the Brazilian league to FC25. Foot Sheriff with another one here. We are getting not just a free season pass like we get at the moment, we're also getting a premium season pass, which, if what I have read is to be understood and confirmed, you can use either FIFA points or you can use coins. Now, if this didn't include the option of coins, I'd be very much against it. Admittedly, I think having more like microtransaction stuff is not good. I'd rather not have microtransactions in the game as much as there already are, because I think already the ability for people to like feel the need to put money into this game is a problem. And I would like to think doing my no spend stuff every year is a way to show that you don't need to spend money in the game. But as long as it's a sensible amount of coins and it is attainable through coins, I'm not against this. That is everything that I'm going to cover in this video, but there is so much more that has been confirmed. And if you guys want to see more videos on this, and maybe if there's particular things that you have seen that you want to maybe see if I know a bit more about, or you want to talk about more, or you want solo videos on, then let me know in the comments down below, and I will do my best to go through anything and everything that I can find. Again, shout out to all the people that have put these posts out. Again, I made sure to show them all in the videos, because massive thank you to them, because without them, I wouldn't be able to find this kind of information. I don't know how to, you know, find these leaks and stuff. I ain't that smart. So massive thank you to all of them for finding this stuff, making it available, and massive shout out to them. Make sure you go show them awesome love on Twitter. But for now, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you guys are excited for FC25. I know that I am, and if you are, leave a like on this video, smash a comment down there as well. It'll be much appreciated, and hit that subscribe button to be told anytime that we upload a video. FC25 is going to be me getting content out consistently again, getting those uploads out as often as I can, getting series out there, all that good stuff, and hopefully you guys are excited for that. But for now, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I've been Tom, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands. Take care, and I'll see you later.